The Titanic, the iconic vessel that came to a tragic end. But how much do you really know about this world-famous ship? Get ready to discover some fascinating facts about the Titanic as we take you on a journey through 20 incredible facts about this famous boat. The Titanic was built by a company called White Star Line. After 3 years of construction in Belfast, Ireland, she was completed and ready for the ocean on the 31st of March, 1912. Titanic was not just an ordinary ship, she was the most impressive and luxurious ship of her time. Measuring 28 meters wide, 53 meters tall, and 269 meters long, which is about the length of 3 football fields, she truly was a marvel. On the 10th of April, 1912, Titanic embarked on her maiden voyage, setting sail from Southampton, England, destined for New York, USA. Along the way, she made stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, Ireland, to pick up more passengers. Did you know? Here's an interesting tidbit. Boats are traditionally referred to as she. Historians believe this may stem from ancient English or the idea of goddesses protecting ships on dangerous journeys. Titanic's full title was RMS Titanic. But what does RMS mean? It stands for Royal Mail Steamer. In addition to passengers, the ship carried nearly 3,500 sacks of letters, packages, and documents. Can you imagine the number of people on board? Over 2,200 individuals embarked on the Titanic, including 900 crew members. Among the passengers were holidaymakers, businessmen, and people seeking a new life in America. Life on board the Titanic was determined by social class and wealth. Let's explore the accommodations of each class. The wealthiest individuals traveled in first class, enjoying spacious suites, elaborate dining rooms, cafes, a swimming pool, squash courts, a barbershop, and a reading and writing room. The second-class accommodations were quite comfortable, with cabins featuring 2 or 4 beds, a sofa, storage facilities, a sink, and a mirror. Second-class passengers could also enjoy an outdoor promenade, relaxation room, library, and dining room. Though more basic, the third-class facilities were still better than those on other ships at the time. Cabins slept up to 10 people, with each having a sink and mirror. There was also a dining room where food was served 3 times a day. However, all 700 third-class passengers had to share just 2 bathtubs. To keep Titanic moving, 175 firemen shoveled a staggering 600 tons of coal into the furnaces every day. That's equivalent to the weight of 100 elephants. This powered the ship's 3 coal-burning engines, allowing her to make good progress across the Atlantic. Titanic was marketed as the ship of dreams and considered the safest ship of all time. Her hull was divided into 16 separate sections to ensure that even if 2 or 3 sections were damaged, the ship would have time to reach safety. But as we'll see, not everything went according to plan. Tragedy struck on the 5th day of the voyage. At just before midnight, an iceberg emerged from the darkness in the freezing cold North Atlantic Ocean. Despite the crew's efforts, Titanic scraped along the ice, tearing holes in at least 4 sections of the hull. Realizing the severity of the collision, Captain Edward John Smith and his crew knew the ship was doomed. Titanic would sink within a few hours. Distress signals were sent out and passengers were ordered to board the lifeboats as quickly as possible. But there was a significant problem. Titanic only carried 20 lifeboats, enough to accommodate about half of the people on board. To make matters worse, the first lifeboats launched were half empty, wasting precious spaces. In the ensuing panic, many people jumped into the ocean to escape the sinking ship. As Titanic sank, the bow went down first, causing the stern to rise out of the water. At around 2 a.m., the ship broke in two, sending all those still on board into the freezing cold ocean. In the -2 degrees Celsius waters, most passengers who entered the sea would have succumbed to the cold within 15 minutes. Some managed to survive a little longer by treading water or clinging onto bits of floating wreckage. The first ship to respond to Titanic's distress signals was the RMS Carpathia. Despite its immediate departure and top speed, it arrived at the scene around 3:30 a.m., over an hour after the Titanic had sunk. Upon arrival, the RMS Carpathia rescued those who had made it into the lifeboats. Approximately 705 survivors were transported safely to New York. Tragically, more than 1,500 people lost their lives on the Titanic, with most never to be seen again. In the days following the disaster, ships ventured to the area and recovered 300 bodies from the water. These were either buried at sea or taken to Halifax in Canada, the nearest major port, for identification. Despite many attempts, the wreck of the Titanic remained hidden from the world for around 70 years. In 1985, oceanographer Dr. Robert Ballard embarked on a deep-sea mission in the Argo, a robot submarine. Nearly 600 kilometers off the coast of Canada, the team discovered the Titanic resting on the seabed. Since then, numerous expeditions have salvaged over 6,000 interesting items from the wreckage. These artifacts, including jewelry, perfumes, plates, clothes, furniture, and even lunch menus, can be viewed in museums worldwide. The longest living survivor of the Titanic, Milvina, lived to be 97 years old. As a baby, she, along with her mother and brother, made it into one of the lifeboats. Milvina carried the tragic tale with her until she passed away in 2009. The story of the Titanic has captivated audiences through documentaries and movies. The first film, Saved from the Titanic, a silent movie, was made just 1 month after the disaster. However, the most popular Titanic movie to date is the 1997 Hollywood blockbuster, Titanic, which became one of the highest-earning movies of all time. Now you know all about this incredible ship and its tragic tale. But here's the big question. If you had been on board, would you have survived? Well, remember, it all depends on who you were. You were a woman or child. Women and children were allowed to board the lifeboats first. However, some men did get a place when the first few lifeboats didn't fill up. You were rich. First-class passengers were lucky. They had cabins on the upper decks closest to the lifeboats. Many poor passengers in steerage class on the lower decks didn't reach the lifeboat deck in time. You obeyed orders. If you had got into a lifeboat as soon as the crew told you to, you would probably have survived. Remember that next time you're on a ship, you were brave. Many people were too scared to leave the big ship for the tiny lifeboats. Others stayed on board because they didn't want to lose sight of their friends or family. To survive, you needed the courage to go for it. You were willing to push. In the final struggle for lifeboat places, those who pushed won. You had stamina. Some survivors were plucked from the icy water after hanging onto bits of floating wreckage for more than half an hour. They had clung on to life.